we have set a date for our first free national community conversation, Spilling the Tea on Conscious Media Literacy. In honor of Juneteenth, we will be holding the convo on June 19th, 2019. What better date than to discuss history as a form of media and its continuing ripple effects? There is no better date to get this party started. Thanks in part to a grant from Teach for America, Inc., on June 19, 2019, one of CMCLLC's first official acts of business was to host a nationwide community conversation on the importance of media literacy. I chose that date because it would be a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence that the day and year would match. And what a way to observe Juneteenth, given the history of forced illiteracy. But wow, does that clip seem like it was from 10 years ago or what? A lot can happen in 2 years, and a lot did happen in 2 years. Now Juneteenth appears to be going mainstream, but let's hope it doesn't go commercial. Anyway, we had an engaging conversation, and here's an excerpt from my presentation. On January 1st, 1980, Juneteenth became an official state holiday in Texas through the efforts of Al Edwards, an African-American state legislator. The successful passage of this bill marks Juneteenth as the first emancipation celebration granted official state recognition. A question that is asked too much is, why didn't enslaved people just revolt or run away? It is seemingly asked more than, why did people have such a lack of humanity that they would want to become enslavers and hold humans in the worst forms of bondage? What did running away entail? Let's take a look at an example of the fortitude that was needed. St. Augustine, Florida, is a southeastern city in the United States on the Atlantic coast of northeastern Florida. It is the oldest continuously inhabited European established settlement within the borders of the continental United States. Walking distance from St. Augustine to the border of Maryland and Pennsylvania is 807 miles, approximately 270 hours in current time. That is, if you were to walk it today with actual roads, with provisions, with rest stops along the way, with protection from elements such as freezing cold or melting heat, and other environmental factors such as snakes, mosquitoes, spiders, and other dangerous insects and wild animals, and without enslavement catchers, bounty hunters, dogs, snitches, and walking day and night, and walking in peace. Some media has historically been used effectively to decrease the self and community esteem of Black people and to deny that we have done anything to be held in esteem. Yet conscious people are able to reject those fallacies and define themselves by true knowledge of themselves and the evidence of continued accomplishments and contributions as a race, ethnicity, to society at large. Our allies and aspiring allies have been able to do the same. Running away when enslaved people were literally chained, held captive by men and women holding guns over their heads or to their heads or person, having limbs chopped off, having elderly family, babies, and small children to be concerned about. Runaway slave laws that put bounties on the bodies of enslaved people and anyone willing to help them, and being located in states, territories that were thousands of miles from sanctuary. Forced illiteracy, an inability to read, speak, and write the language, and a host of other obstacles that made successfully running away life-threatening with harsh repercussions was near impossible. Yet, still, many did revolt and successfully run away, despite not having shoes, coats, food, water, money, and their descendants have gone on to be the first or the first ever, in many cases, to achieve unparalleled educational achievement across the spectrum of education. They've achieved unparalleled achievements across the spectrum of contributions to humanity, from aeronautics to zoology. They've achieved unparalleled achievements across the spectrum of business and commerce. And they've achieved unparalleled talent in entertainment and sports. We celebrate Juneteenth and honor the enslaved people who worked the land that many businesses stand on.